Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. It is the IEC finals today around Belgium. This is one of two races for the finals. So today, racing today, we have F1Bs, BRT, Ascension Racing, and Performance Racing. So yeah, we're racing around Belgium. Qualifying is short and the race is long. It's dry currently. So yeah, we will wait for the first driver to come out on track. We will put on lap data, track map. And we shall wait and see who's going to come out first. So BRT are in the Alfa Romeos and the Aston Martins. Ascension Esports are in the Alpine and the AlphaTauri. The F1 Abis Esports racers are in Ferraris and Hasses. And PE, which is Performance Esports, are in McLarens and Red Bulls. So we will now wait and see. I think everyone's having a little chat in the garages currently. Sounds like our first car that I've just completely missed. There he is. It's the Alfa Romeo, which is the BRT. Well, one of the BRT drivers, should I say. Couple coming out and out laps now then. Hopes is out and out lap in the Ferrari, and so is his teammate Drizzy. Josh and Luca are also on out laps as well. We will stick with Rage here because he is going to be the first one across the line for the first flying lap of the session. And through bus stop now. Into turn one. Very solid for Rouge. Very solid through Le Combs there as well. F1 race just invalidates there as he's coming down that little straight. So we go now to Trizzy, who is the next person to settle out. There's a McLaren there, but he is on an outlap. That is, I believe, the McLaren of Ethan there. So Trizzy's actually on the medium compound here. I don't know if anyone else is on the mediums or not. The medium's going to be a 144.1. I'm not really sure what medium lap times are like, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see what some other drivers do. Quite a few. There's a Haas. That's a tripod on that in the Haas there. We now see Hypes come round the final corner of the last stop chicane. It's going to be a 1:43.2, so he goes, what is that, about 9/10 faster than Trizzy there. Who's going to come across the line now? It's Josh, he's on the soft, so 1:42.1, and then there's an Alpine, I think that's Turner, is it? Turner? Yeah. The Alpine Turner goes fastest again, 1:42.0. So he goes fastest again there by just under a tenth. And now there's a McLaren, which is... That's just Kings there on finishing an outlap there, sorry. And that's Freestyler also finishing an outlap as well. Who else have we got coming on through? I think that's Ethan there. He's invalidated. So has Tripod. This is Trizzy just letting everyone go. Fruticus Alarm 5 is currently on a medium lap, but he will not go faster than anyone that's currently set a lap time. That's both Ferraris just crawling round now. Josh also crawling round. There's an Alpine, I think that might be the Alpine Turner there. Yes it is. So who is the McLaren? And that's for, so yeah, Fruitalicious sets a 1:55.7. This McLaren is Kings on the softs, fastest in sector 2. Purple sector 2 there. See where he's going to end up. I don't think it's going to be too great for him. It's going to be P3 for Kings there. Slowest of the soft runners there currently, but he must have had a poor first sector because he went purple second, purple third. And there's now an outlap there and an outlap there. Earth Tripod, that's not Earth ripping there, it's just started his lap there. Tripod is on a lap though. He will be next across the line. On an official lap, oh dear. He did lose it quite severely there. We now have NRX Flint, who's coming across the line now to start his first flyer of the session. And there is Fruitalicious Alarm, who manages to go 11 seconds quicker, but that was only quick enough for P7. Around about 8 hundredths of a second between him and Trizzy, who is currently now in the pit lane. There's a big train of cars, massive train of cars here in sector 3. Ooh. what's going on now. Interesting. Luca's getting a massive tow here. And that's two BRT drivers there working together. Rage giving Luca a big tow down there. Luca will cross the line next, so what is it going to be? It's going to be a 143.0, so that's the fastest medium car so far. And then we have got a McLaren as well. I think that was just to start a lap. There is, however, a Red Bull getting ready for a lap. Where is he? Where is he? The Red Bull. It's freestyler, is it? Yes, it is. I know he's coming into the pit lane. Try and find Flynn. Here he is. Currently a 115 coming out of sector 2. And Flynn goes P7 with a 143.550. Where's that Alpha? No, it must have been Josh, is it? Josh has tried to go faster and hadn't quite managed it there, I don't think. His teammate, however, Elusive Ice, is about to set his first outlap, so he will now go for his first flyer. There is another Alfa Romeo, which is Finn's teammate, which is Rage there. So he is now on a lap, and followed closely behind is I believe a Riford. No, it's not. It's Riffin again. So there's Riffin. As Rage sets a 142.9, so that puts him P5 on the mediums there. Riffin went 3 tenths faster, so he stayed in 8th place. Oh, maybe he was invalidated, perhaps. I'm not too sure, because it didn't change anything there for him. Oh no, sorry, he went to P7. But then he was then dropped back down to P8 after the McLaren of Ethan went faster once more. Which we now see Earth Tripod is on the softs this time. He's going to go for a lap. There's about 5 minutes left of this session now. Yep, exactly 5 minutes actually. Look now who's crossing the line. I think that's going to be Josh. Yes, it is. On the softs, it's going to be a 141.8. So he goes fastest now. 141.884 for Josh in the AlphaTauri, and his teammate is right down in 15th, still not currently set a lap. So Elusive Ice is going to go P9 now. So Elusive Ice in P9. Now see Riffin, who's on the mediums. Don't think he's going to improve this lap, so he might be coming into the pits now to change off of those tyres. Yes, he is. And have maybe one more lap. See Wes, who is just about to start his first lap of the session on the mediums. I don't know if that's Flynn or if that's Rage. No, it is Rage, but he's invalidated unfortunately. So he took it steady, and that's why he's now 2 minutes 10 seconds. Earth Tripod's on a lap on no softs. Unfortunately, he's not managed to go any faster, but he's going to set a lap time. A 1:46. He's going to go again as well. A couple of retirements in pit lane. Someone that I haven't actually mentioned is a Magician there. And then Ethan's retired as well. Josh comes into the pits after setting his 141.8. See some more drivers come out now. Try and find that McLaren. I think it's Kings. Yes, it is. So everyone's currently on outlaps at the minute, other than this AlphaTauri, but he's invalidated. So we're going to go down now to Tripod. He's currently 2/100ths of a second off his fastest, so he needs to try and find some time somewhere. And then this Alpine, should I say, not AlphaTauri, is trying to set a lap time on these medium compound. Could be a pretty impressive lap time. Oh dear, big snap of oversteer. It's going to be a 1:43. That could have been a lot quicker if he didn't have that snap. And there's a Ferrari. Oh, I think Hypes. No, it's not. It's Trizzy. Starting an out lap. So we're going to go down to his teammate, which is Air Tripod. He's 2 seconds faster currently, so that could put him up into P14. And he will go. He gone 4 seconds in the last part of the track, so that puts him P5, a great lap from Tripod there. So he actually gained 2 seconds in sector 2. Very good from Tripod. Who is going to be next? There's an Aston Martin there, who's invalidated. So we're going to go down now to Quest, I believe. No, it's not Quest, it's Turner. He's on an outlap though, so we're going to try and find the McLaren. That, yeah. So we want the McLaren of Kings here. Luca's finished his outlap. Sorry, Rippin's going to finish his just ahead of the McLaren here. And then this is Kings' lap. It's going to be a 1:42.2 there for Kings. Puts him P3 on the softs. We go down now to the Ferrari of Hypes, who's just about to start his last lap, I believe, of this session. I don't think he's going to have enough time for another one. There's currently yellows in sector 2, so I will not be able to see that. There's an AlphaTauri there. That is Josh. And it's Alfa Romeo if I can get there in time. That's Rage about to start his next lap. Trizzy comes into the pits. He's not happy. Flynn now starts his lap as well, so try and find the Red Bull of Fruticus there. So he is going to set a lap. Is he going to be quick enough to change his position? Looks like it might be, you know. Yes, it is. P5 for Fruticus Alarm there on the softs. Tripod's going steady. I think that is the end of the session. Yes, it is. Tripod gets on the grass a bit quick there. As you see, Luca is currently a second up of his previous time, so that could possibly put him 1:42 dead, which is good enough for P2. But if he's found a bit more time in sector 3, he could get pole here. Where is he going to be? It's not. It's enough for P3. P3 for Luca, providing any late laps. But that's if Tripod's not going to improve. Rippin is going to improve. Go P3 for Rippin there. Very good lap time from him. Tripod comes into the pits. Who have we got next? Hypes is on a lap. He's currently a second up as he comes out of sector 3 there. So that could put him a possible 1:2.2. That could put him P5 possibly. It's very quick at sector 2. That's the last. The last two corners there, so that's P3 for Hypes, P4 for Rippin for the F1 of these guys there. And there's an Alfa Romeo. So it's another fastest lap to the AlphaTauri, should I say, not Alfa Romeo. 1:41.754 now, very quick from Josh. There is some more laps coming in now. It's Flynn. Where's Flynn going to put his medium compounded Alfa Romeo? It's going to stay P12. His teammate, however, is is Rage. I knew I was going to say that at some point. Rage stays P11, he retires. There is a Red Bull though, which I believe is Fruticus. Yeah, it's Fruticus' car. I think that is everybody finished. So that is the full lineup then for the for the race. Josh in P1, P2 goes to Turner, P3 goes to Hikes Rippin, P5 is BRT Luca, P6 is Kings, P7 is the Magician, P8 is Fruticus Alarm, P9 is F Tripod, P10 is PE Ethan, P11 is Rage, P12 is Flynn, P13 is Elusive Ice, P14 is Epic Freestyler, and P15 is P15 is Quest, and P16 is Trizzy on the mediums there. So very, very, very impressive from Josh. Goes nearly he does go 1.5 tenths quicker than anybody else. I believe there might be a small break, I'm not too sure. Has been asked. Oh, it's ending now. Don't know if there is a break actually now. We will find out. I'm not sure. Maybe. No, sorry. The break will be after this little cut scene here. Yeah, there we go. If there is one, that is. I might be completely wrong. So it's a dry race as well. I'll try and go into... So we're going to go at 35 past the hour. So wherever you are in the world, it's 35 past the hour we're going to go at. About 2 minutes. Yeah, so I just looked at the rules and apparently break. There will be no compulsory break on the grid before a race start unless the lobby host says otherwise. So we're all good for a break. I'm the lobby host, so we've agreed with the rest of it. We're going to go at 35 past 8. Well, 35 past 8 GMT, of course. So we are now ready to go. And this is the formation lap then. Everyone is here, which is good. No one's not moving, which is always a positive. But I've lost all of my beautiful settings that I had earlier. Lovely camera angle that Codemasters have given us. There's your predicted pit stop strategies. Probably none of those will actually be done, other than maybe the 2-stop. I can't see anyone going on hards because they are absolutely horrendous, but I can't see a 2-stop happening either. Because it's only 22 laps. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? I don't know. Sector 2. Because then it would be foot. Matty, as always, is very original with his jokes. Quality. The chat's now crying, Matty. Thanks for that. Oh, the pit stop strategies have now all changed again. So now you've got two 1-stops there, soft to medium and then soft to hard. I don't know what the hell's going on with this game, but we see Josh come through the last stop now. Nearly to the end of this formation lap. See pipes and ripping there. P3 and 4 for F1 Ibiza. P1 of course went to Ascension in Josh, and then P2 also went to Ascension as well in Turner. So very, very nice in those. P1 and 2. Right, how are we going to watch this then? From ripping, 5 red lights, this light's out and away we go. Very good start from the Red Bull behind, he's down the inside already. Making up quite a few places. What's happening back here? Oh, and a couple, the Haas there runs wide. Into a Rouge, they're all fighting for position. Some good gains from some people there as they come up. Ooh, and a pass. Ooh, and that's a big hit there from Elusive Eyes, and that will be a safety car. I don't know who he hit. It was a virtual safety car actually. I don't know who made contact with him to cause that. That is a VSC there. Big crash for Elusive Eyes. I don't know who he made contact with. Yes, he's still here currently within lap 1. Courage gets a 5 second for ignoring... Courage, it's not Courage, Aaron, for God's sake. Rage gets a 5 second for ignoring yellow flags, but it's now gone green again, so we're now racing once more. Currently the gaps are pretty even. This train is the most important one so far. As yellow in sector 2. Epic Freestyle has spun, and oh dear, and that's another crash. Quest has hit the wall, and he is out as well now. So that's 2 out now, and they are both for Ascension actually. They are both Ascension drivers, they are out. These guys are still racing here in the 3rd sector. Josh sets the fastest lap of the race, as you see Flynn get past the absent McLaren in Kings there. I don't think he is in that McLaren, as he gets passed by Magician as well. Luca's all over the back of Rippin here. Not a lot in it at all. Rippin defends the inside as they go into the comms. Oh, there's a big snap of oversteer for Josh there in the lead, if you just saw that. Trizzy's gone off. Is he? Yes, he has. He's gone wide a little bit there. He looks to try and catch up with the rest of the field. So Kings gets overtaken by the Red Bull. But that looked to me like he was actually in that car. Because he did all of a sudden make a very, very quick movement. Yeah, I think he might be in that car. He has ghosted, so I don't know why that is. And everyone seems to be getting ahead of him, so I'm not quite sure. But anyway, as we move on now. Ethan's all over the back of NRX. Flynn. I've lost all my delta time, which is great. Thanks for that, Codemasters. And yeah. Oh! And that's a big hit on the wall there for Ethan, and Magician's going to look to try and capitalise on that. 3 seconds for Earth Tripod. Oof! Nearly makes contact with Magician there as Ethan. I should get some delta times as they cross the line. So then I'll have to wait and see. There we go. Josh Gilly sets again the fastest lap of the race as he is P1. Of course, that is actually a fastest lap now because it's been a couple of laps, but of course he has clean air whereas everyone else does not. Luca may look for a move here on Rippin. Nope, he will not, I don't think. DRS has now been enabled, so I think it might have been enabled this lap. It's the first time I've ever heard the beep. Courage and Earth Tripod are side by side. Courage later on the brakes in Earth Tripod and he gets ahead. Earth Tripod on the 3 second, Rage on the 5. Magician's currently trying to catch up with Flynn as well. Flynn trying to catch up with Hypes, who did actually run a little bit wide there. Lucas running the extravagant line there, coming down towards Radion. With the one wheel off the track on the, I don't even know what it is, it's like a dark green sort of curve almost. Anyway, who else have we got that is fighting currently? Trizzy is currently in P13, fighting with Kings. Kings a little bit all over the place. Let's have a look at the tyres so we can see what tyres people are on. Okay, so the top runners are currently, the top 5 are all on softs, and a medium runner in Flynn is in P6, and P7 is also Magician, who is medium. Rage is medium, Trizzy and Epic Freestyle are also mediums there. There looks to be a move here maybe. No, there we go. The fastest lap now goes to Luca in P4. Ethan pits, so I don't know if he's damaged maybe? Was there damage there for Ethan? I'm trying to wait and see. Oh, he's serving a penalty by the look of it. Is he? I couldn't see a front wing, so I'm not too sure. Maybe that was just tyre changing. Yeah, he's changed onto the mediums now as Ethan, so he's going to get rid of those softs, and Fruticus Alarm gets past Rage. Fruticus Alarm on the softs, of course, so Tripod might look to try and get past Rage as well. Ripping within 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths of Turner in P1. Turner desperately trying to defend his teammate, who is P1, of course. Big train back here now. That is the front of the train there in the Red Bull of Alarm. Oh, and there's almost a big spin there for Alarm. Rage is now all over the back of him. Has to back out, there's no chance to move there. Rippin is desperately trying to look at a move for Turner. He's trying to keep up with him as best as he can. There's a yellow, what's happened? Ethan spun on the medium. Lucky for Ethan there. Those mediums can be a big problem when you get them on first time. And yeah, it's always weird that they are interesting when you do get them on for the first time. Like, got to get plenty of temperature into those mediums before you can really do anything. But Luca is practically pushing Rippin up through Aruja. Less than a tenth in now at one point. DRS now though. Rippin turning on, closing on Turner. Turner almost pushes Josh round the comes there as well. So we've almost got 2 separate battles now. So P5, P7 to 1 and then P8 to Trizzy and P12. Oh, and that's wide there from Flynn. Fruticus Alarm is retired, so that's a big crash for the Red Bull somewhere. That's a safety car now. That is a safety car, which is not going to benefit Ethan really, because he's only just stopped. And yeah, that's a big off for the Red Bull there. Are we going to see any of the softs boxing yet? I don't think so, to be honest. I think it is too early for the softs to be boxing. But then again, you can stretch a set of mediums about 20 laps, but it would be a bold strategy to box off the softs, but people may prove me wrong and all box off the softs. Looks to me like they are going to. All the soft runners coming in. Oh, Flynn's coming in as well. Everyone's coming in for a free stop here. I don't know if they're all going to go on to mediums. We shall see. What's Josh going to go on to? Josh has of course stopped. He's coming back out. There he goes. Don't think there's a major change in... Oh, Trizzy has stayed out here on the mediums. He's going to stay out. So he gets to the safety car now. So Trizzy stayed out. And your field is exactly the same, other than Trizzy has gone into P1. So he's going to hope for another safety car to get off those mediums later on in the race and maybe go onto the softs. Air Tripod's still on that 3 second, of course. So a lot of people are actually going onto the softs, actually, which is quite interesting. So Rippin's gone onto the mediums, and everyone else has gone onto softs. So Rippin might look to try and get to the end here, whereas everyone else is banking on another stop, a 2-stop here. Which is interesting actually, and Kings of course has gone to the hards, which he is going to struggle big time with Rage and Freestyler and Ethan all on fresh softs now. He of course is on fresh hards, but the hards are for the long game, they're not at all for race pace, as we see now. Courage, it's not Courage, I think I might just have to call him Courage, you know, because it's coming, it keeps coming. I know it's not him. Rage there is on the softs. So safety car is still out. Don't think it's coming in either, so well, we do see Rage there, warming some tyres up, and also Hypestays as well as Magician. That red AMG Petronas safety car around for another lap. Trying to get as much wear? No, he does not want wear in those tyres at all. He wants as much heat into those tyres as he possibly can. Josh trying to burn some fuel. Safety car is still out. We will find out, I think. Oh dear, that's Trizzy there who's spun into the safety car. That's a big problem for Trizzy now. Oh dear. Right back down in P13 now. I don't know if he's got wing damage as well. Doesn't to me look like he does. Hopefully the safety car doesn't come in for him now, because that is a big problem. Oh, safety car is coming in. That's unlucky there from Trizzy. He's just going to have to hope that he can keep up with the rest of the field on those used mediums. As you see the restart then, Josh and Turner have gone early. There's big contact there into turn one between Luca and I believe Rippin. And Turner's away and he's gaining on his teammate. Is he going to look for a move here into the comms? No, he's not. Luca, oh, and Luca's gone into the wall, and that's a big hit into the wall there for Luca. I don't think there was anything in that too much. They were side by side for a little while, but I don't think there's anything in there between him and Rippin. I think he just got too much curve on the exit of the comms there. Oh, and is that a bit of rain? That looks to me like that is getting a bit overcast actually. And of course Turner is a lot quicker than Rippin, who's just fallen out of the DRS. Really very much drafting off his teammate. As you see, Hype's now in P4, and oh, is there a move there from Magician? No, there's not. There's going to be a late move there for Magician. Josh sets another fastest lap of the race, a 1:44.8. That could play into Trizzy's hands a little bit. Luca's pitting. I don't know if that is. Hypes gets ahead of Ripin now. Of course, Hypes is on the soft, so he will definitely be the more racier car in terms of those two. Trying to catch up now with Turner. Now 1.3 seconds off. Hypes is slowly gaining though, the look of it. And there's a big off, and that is RNX Flynn who was spun. Flynn was with Ripin and Earth Tripod. He was side by side with Ripin, I believe. Yeah, he was. That's a problem for Flynn now. He was side by side with Ripin, but don't know what happened. Maybe. Ripin goes down the order once more with Magician getting past him now. Yeah, Tripod and Rage on P6 and 7. Oh, and that's a bit of rain now. A couple of drops of rain. As we see Kings trying to go for a move on Rage. Earth Tripod really needs to cover the inside here, because he could be in big trouble. Going to be 3 wide, is it? No, it's not. Kings gets a great move on Rage, but Earth Tripod manages just to stay ahead of Kings there. As now we see Hypes has done an excellent job of catching up to Josh and Turner. Oh, and that was a big slide there. Oh, and Earth Tripod spun. He's managed to keep it out the wall though, I think. But that could be intermediates coming very soon. A couple of people are struggling there. The back end seems to be going out an awful lot. And now we see Hypes, who's done very well to catch up, nearly 1.2 seconds I believe now. He's caught up there. He's now right on the tail of Josh. Now, are they going to pit for inches now? I feel as though it might be a little bit too early, but the cars are flying about, sliding all over the place here. It wouldn't be a Belgian Grand Prix without a bit of rain. Oh, and now the Magician there actually almost hits Hypes there, but nope, they're staying out for a bit longer. There's only very light drops. But yeah, that must have just been a bit of cold tyres there, I don't know. Earth Tripod gets past Flynn, but Earth Tripod does then pit because he must have damage there. Kings now looks to try and get right on the back of Rage, going up into Rouge. Oh, he's practically pushing Rage up through Rouge there. And now he'll get DRS on him as well. And Ethan looks to make a move as well. This will be the best. Oh! Ethan goes onto the grass. Rage now looks at the outside. Oh, and Ethan spun in front of him, and they've both taken each other out. Oh dear, they're both facing the wrong way. Trizzy gets past, he's now up into P8. And Earth Tripod is the first one onto the inters. That's looking very wet now in sector 2. see what happens with the gap between Earth and Luca in terms of Luca trying to catch up to the Inters, seeing if the Inters are the quicker tyre. It's currently 2.7 seconds, it was 3.2, so but Luca's just got another 3 second now, and we're going to see if Josh is going to box onto Inters. Is it too early? No, it's not. That's Inters now. All the top 3 are coming in. DRS disabled, so that's the pretty telltale sign, which means Trizzy hasn't really done too badly here actually, after that big problem with the and he spun as I said that. Oh dear. He's going to get back. And Flynn's spun in the pit lane now. That's very wet. And now we see a lot of people inside each other there now. So the Ferraris are all going to come in. Hypes is already back out on track now. As you see them all on Inters. Everyone is going on Inters. Oh, and the Alfa Romeos have had to double stack, and that's caused Rage to lose a lot of time. Earth Trifle is now ahead of him, I think, there. Is he going to lose it? Oh no, he's not. Not quite. Earth Trifle gets ahead of his teammate in Trizzy there. It's all down to these guys now. There's no DRS advantage at all anymore. It is all down to ERS and race pace basically, because DRS has now been disabled due to the rain. So 10 laps to go and we are on Inters, so that probably will be the last stop of the race. Oh, and Trizzy gets a 3 second for multiple warnings there. Couple of multiple warning. I mean, that might be because he's trying to follow his teammate quite closely. Now we see the first times in terms of the intermediate times after the pit stops there. NRX Flynn currently 7 seconds off of P7 there. Just trying to catch up with Turner once more now on the intermediates this time instead of the softs. Now I understand why everyone went softs instead of mediums earlier on. Magician's just within a second of Hypes as well, so Hypes has also got to be careful of Magician as well as trying to make the move on Turner. It looks to me like it's going to stay idiots for the races. Magician swerves to the left on the straight there. I think he's trying to get some temperature into his tyres or what. I'm not too sure. Rippin is going to try and make the move on Magician. He's within the second. Magician's 1.2 seconds behind Hypes. That could have been a bit more exciting with DRS, but unfortunately it is raining. Air Tripod and Trizzy are fairly close together on track. But currently P1 to P5 is separated by let's have a look. I haven't got to do maths in this day and age. 3.3 seconds separates P1 to P5, and then a further 3 seconds from P5 to 6. Don't need to do maths anymore. That's very enjoyable. Magician's actually dropped off a little bit here. Riffin's now caught up to him within 4 tenths now. Hypes is really gaining on Turner. What does everyone else do after Rouge then? Hype's just shifted down to 7th. As that was just a big let off from Freestyler there, and Rippin gets past Magician. It's close. Magician gets the inside line there. Rage gets a 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Magician's all getting a lot of pressure from Riffin behind there. Riffin gets a 3 second now though. Just have a little quick glance at penalties now. So everyone's on a 3 second except from Luca, who's on a 6. I don't know what warnings everyone else is on. Not going to go into that though, because that just seems a bit Luca's down 8 positions now then, as he is currently in P13. P1, 2 and 3 haven't changed. P4, Magician's up 3, and Riffin is down 1. Epic Freestyler is up 7, so not bad at all. Some good gains from each driver respectively there. Riffin's looking at a move on Magician. He's burning a lot of ERS by the look of things. No moving it there for him yet though. 3 attempts the gap, which isn't a lot though. Just got to be careful for track limits now though, is Rippin, because otherwise he could be up to a 6 second very soon. Trying to fight the battle, and Rage gets past Trizzy, but Trizzy has kept that position, has he? Yeah, just about. Oh, and Rage really didn't leave Trizzy much room there at all. Trizzy now looks at the inside, but Rage lifts off, which means Trizzy has to lift off as well. There's a lot more water on the floor now. As the spray is getting a lot worse, and the rain's getting a lot worse as well. 5 laps to go, sorry, I can't count. 6 laps to go. It'll be 5 laps once they cross the line in a second. But Hope's very much gaining on Turner now. Oh yes, he can definitely be a lot more confident in his brakes than Turner can, because he gained a lot of time in that last corner. Flynn is ahead of Freestyler, but Freestyler's trying to battle back. He's recedes the position to Flynn. He's going to try it down into turn 1. No, I don't think he is. Rippin and Magician are side by side, but nothing comes of it. Hope's now pushing, turn around the corner. Track limits close there for Hype, so I don't know if that may have been a warning for him. He's lost a bit of time to Turner now though. Pretty much matching each other on ERS. Turner has left. Josh has left Turner a little bit. It's now up to a second gap now between Josh and Turner. Rippin still desperately trying to catch up with Magician there. Now the gap to Hypes and Turner's gone up to 1.1 seconds, so Hypes clearly losing a bit of time through Eau Rouge there. Maybe tyre wear's coming into factor here a little bit. Oh dear me. Rippin is on the grass. I don't know what happened between him and Magician there, but that means that Rippin may be under pressure from Kings in a minute. Or maybe that track's just too wet for the intermediates now, I'm not too sure. There is still 3.5 laps to go. Oh yeah, and that looks very wet now. Earth Tripod and Rage are side by side. Earth Tripod keeps the position for P10. I believe there is points up to P12 in this race. So Trizzy will take the final points if it all stays as it is. Hypes is actually lost Turner just a little bit in the downpour, should I say. It's really coming down now. He's gained about 2 tenths there though, is he? No, he hasn't. Looked to me like he had, but I think that might have just been under braking. Ripping Earth Tripod and Rage, I didn't say it, are very, very close together. It is getting very wet now, look at this. Really, really, really wet now in sector 3. Oh, and Earth Tripod's coming into box. I guess that might be a strategy change. A strategy gamble for the full wets, is it? Got to be. Yeah, and Luca's doing the same, I think. Is there a blue rimmed compounded tyre? Yes, there is. So we will find out whether the blue rim tyre is faster than the green in the current conditions. Ooh, that's a big snap there of well, just a loss of grip really. But I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it to box onto the wets, because as we see there, Earth Tripod was with Trizzy, very close with him. I think he actually was ahead of him at one point. Well, he was ahead of him, I believe. So he's lost around about 17-18 seconds of a pit stop window there. So does that mean? Yeah, because the delta time there for Hypes was 7 seconds earlier. It's now up to 9. So they're 2 seconds slower than they were earlier. Are these boys going to box? If they do, I'd imagine Hypes will as well. And they are not. Turner is not going to. Hypes isn't either. And neither is the Magician. They're all staying out. It's not a massive change, I don't think, in terms of delta time for Tripod, and ooh, it's changing very small, but I don't think it's enough to get onto the wet tyre there, I don't think. NRX Flynn gets a 3-second penalty as well now for multiple warnings. Ooh, and Hypes is really struggling. Majorly struggling actually now. 2 laps to go and it's just got very wet. Look at that. Oh, and that's Turner, a big slide. They're all struggling big time now. I think they will box just to cover off any chance of a crash, really. They don't want to be crashing out. They've got to box, surely. Look at that, that is real wet. That is some heavy rain here in Spa. Oh, yes, look at that. He's not going to box. He's going to stay out on those tyres? They all are. Huh. Magician gets a 5-second for corner cutting now, so Rippin is in a good chance of getting into P4 if he can stay within 2 seconds of the Magician. But here comes Rippin. Oh, he almost went for it on track. Flynn's coming in. He's had enough. He does not like those inters. It's too wet for inters, Flynn says. So he's coming into box. That was close. Hypes gets a 3-second for multiple warnings. It's very wet now. People are really struggling for the grip now on those inters. Rippin almost went for a move there on Magician as they're crawling round the comps there. Look at this. Real slow through here. This is incredible. I've never seen a race like this. I've only been commentating for a little while, but yeah, I've never seen a race go to this, basically, where drivers are just crawling around because there's no point boxing. Unless you've got a sufficient gap, I suppose, but it is really poor out there, look. Very good car control from Hypes, because he tried to downshift to 7th and... Oh yes, look at that. Rippin is going to try and make a move on Magician, is he? He's got plenty of ERS to burn. Magician tries to squeeze him. BRT Luca gets past Trizzy. We're going to go back to this battle. Nothing's happened there. Magician keeps the place, but here comes Rippin. What a sudden burst of speed up through Eau Rouge. You know it's not going to happen either. Look at that. That is really wet now. Oh, hello, Mr. McLaren's here now as well. McLaren wants in on the act. This is the final lap, of course. This is the most interesting thing so far, is the Haas and the McLaren. The McLaren's 3 seconds minus compared to the P4 and P5 because of the penalties, but I think P5's actually got 5 seconds, so he will drop behind the McLaren as well as Rippin. Flynn gets past the McLaren, so Flynn's in on the act as well now. On the wets, he's really pushing through the field. Look at that, the wet's just so much more grip. Flynn's actually had a brilliant drive today. He's just powering through the field. And that is the race win. Oh, and there's a crash. What's happened? Nothing's happened. So that is the race win for Josh. P2 goes to Turner, P3 goes to Hypes, P4 goes to Flynn, P5 goes to Magician, no sorry, P5 goes to Kings, P6 goes to Magician, P7 goes to Rippin, and P8 is going to go to Freestyler. Yes it is, there it is. P9 goes to Luca, P10 will eventually go to Ethan. Yeah. P11 goes to Rage. P12 will eventually go to Trizzy once he's got that car straightened out. Oh, there we go, there's the line. P13 goes to Earth Tripod. He's now eventually just come across the line there, and that is it. And there is the podium celebrations then. Who took it in the end? It was one of the, I think it was, I can't even remember now. It's an all British, or should I say, yeah, definitely all British podium. Josh in P1, P2 Turner, P3 Hypes, P4 is Flynn. So very good for those guys. The German Kings actually did quite well as well, getting into P5. Flynn had the best ride of them all there though. P12 to P4. So yeah, that has been the first round of 2 of the finals for IEC. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.